Good morning, YouTube. Alright, it is Thursday, almost 4th of July weekend. And as you can see from the title, Facebook groups and the gig economy jobs. Now, let me tell you why I decided to make this video about the Facebook groups. Now, I'm primarily doing Instacart right now. And I joined a few Facebook groups with Instacart for basically for shoppers only, or people who do full service or in-store shopper groups. And there are a couple of them I joined. There's a national group for Instacart. There's the one in Atlanta, and then there is one in a couple other places. So let me tell you. When I joined the Facebook group, because I don't really get on Facebook like that, but I do frequent the Facebook group for information, for support, and sometimes just to get updates on things that people may hear or know about, and people may keep other shoppers informed. And sometimes it's a lot of time people go to the event too. So let me tell you, and there's other support groups for other things as well, like Uber, Lyft, Ship, Grubhub. A lot of people start these support groups, and these are unofficial groups. These are not groups started by Instacart. They are not groups started officially by Uber or anybody. If they have a Facebook group or Instagram or whatever, then that's the company's Instagram. No, I don't see too many people have Instagram or Twitter account. That's what I meant. So a lot of times Uber or somebody else may have a Facebook group. They may have a Twitter account primarily for people to communicate to customer service with the companies. But a lot of times they really are not there to stand and mandate those groups, social media sites to answer questions. It's filtered, it's automated, it's not really there to really promote a whole lot of other things. And then it's also to promote their service more so to the general public, not for the independent contractors. So let me tell you about the Facebook group for Instacart. Now, I just got through reading a post by somebody who went on Facebook, wrote this issue that happened to, I guess it had to have been a friend. And at first, some of these groups, but at least for Instacart, a lot of these Facebook groups, at first it was more like a support group. People gave suggestions, but now it's turning into a vent session. People are complaining about Instacart on the Facebook group. People are expressing their frustrations out because obviously Instacart is not listening. So everyone is getting on Facebook venting about not getting hours, issues with customers, they delivering groceries, and how customers are giving them bad ratings for damaged goods and products that they asked them to leave on the steps, and a whole 9 yards. So let me tell you, this one post really disturbed me, and I'm going to paraphrase it real quickly and what someone wrote. So basically what happened was, this person wrote this post about they couldn't get any hours, because other shoppers has been taking the hours and getting the hours, and because they couldn't get any work they put this, they wrote this post about, and it's obviously their friend. They said that this shopper went to it was in a bad neighborhood. Supposedly the friend spoke Spanglish, which is means Spanish and English, broken English and Spanish, and claimed that the shopper had left their groceries on the sidewalk and marked it delivered. So this person called somebody they knew who obviously worked at Instacart and told them that somebody they just delivered my groceries, put it on the sidewalk, marked it delivered, and the shopper who told her friend, gave her the number to customer service and said, here's the number to customer service, go and call customer service, or who they call Happiness Team, and mark it all as damaged. And she's complaining that, wow, speed over service, and this is who they give their hours to. You know, speed versus over good customer service. I was like giving a side eye on the dang Facebook page when I'm reading this, and I said, number one, if the person lived in such a bad neighborhood and the person spoke Spanglish, and you complaining about you didn't get any hours and you can't get hours, and this person got all the hours, or people like that are getting the hours, whose fault is that? Number one, if it was in a bad neighborhood, even if it was in a bad neighborhood or whatever, and the person ain't speak no English, I doubt very much that that person just put their groceries out on the sidewalk. That's a lie. That's a lie. And number two, if somebody went to somebody's neighborhood or someone and they delivered groceries, that person probably knocked on the door, called the customer, did everything else, and they didn't get that. They didn't even answer the door, or probably wasn't home, and didn't even get the groceries off the porch. And then you calling somebody you know to claim that they left the groceries on the sidewalk. You know, good morning, whoever the number one person is on there. I've got bad connection again, really. So how you gonna sit there because you mad because somebody got hours, you didn't get none, because you couldn't wake your butt up on Sundays to get hours, and then you calling, putting somebody out on Facebook talking about they didn't give good customer service, and they dropped this person you so-called know and dropped it on the sidewalk. Yeah, right, lying. And I'm gonna respond back to that post when I get settled and sit down. I'm like, why you wanna sit there and tell that story? You know, why you had to make it so point out the person lived in a bad neighborhood, they spoke Spanglish, and they just left the groceries on the sidewalk. Ain't nobody left no damn groceries on no damn sidewalk. And if the groceries on the sidewalk, and it was such a bad neighborhood, I assure you that if it was such a bad neighborhood as you claim it to be, up there in I didn't get the full details of the location, but my friend told me, and she said, yeah, I read the same thing. And the person supposedly lived in Clarkston. Now, I know what damn Clarkston is in Georgia. And trust me, it's a small, it's right outside, not too far from Stone Mountain. And it's like a little small, decapitated neighborhood where it ain't, it's like crackheads and a whole bunch of broken down houses around there, and it's not too far from the Cabs Farmers Market. And people be always walking up there begging all the time, begging for money, they claim they want food. can I get $1 so I could buy me a whatever? I say, okay, and they have extra food right in my car. Okay, hold on, let me give you this apple or fruit or extra sandwich that I made or whatever. You know, they don't want that. They be begging for food, and when you give them food, or if when I had my EBT card, I used to go right there to the damn Quick Trip or gas station. They used to do that too, begging at the gas station with a child. And then I'm like, and then you looking at their feet, they got Jordans on and expensive jacket and clothes. And then they come out, can I get some change? And I need to buy some food. Okay, let's walk up in this Quick Trip together and pick out what you want, and I'll pay for it. You know, you ain't getting no money out of me. You want food? We will walk right in the gas station together. You can pick out anything that I could use my EBT card on. You know, hot food, sandwiches, you know, chips, snacks, whatever, fruit. You know, people be tripping. They be begging and stuff, and then when you walk them, I've got my EBT card. Well, I have to see if I can get my EBT back, because I can't afford to buy groceries with all the money, the little bit of money I made with Instacart. So that's why I've been eating out, because my refrigerator is broken, but that's another story. So you know, so how dare you get on Facebook that's supposed to be a support group for other shoppers or drivers, and you're gonna call somebody out because you ain't getting no hours. Now, Facebook group and Facebook is good for support, especially when you're an independent contractor or 1099. It really provides valuable resources for other people doing the same jobs, because see, you don't have co-workers as a traditional job would be. You know, when you go to work and everybody has that office wife, or everybody has that office husband, and everybody has their cliques at the office, or they got their little lunch buddy that people go to lunch together, you know. And you have that support group, or you have that extended work family when you at work. As an independent contractor doing these gig jobs, you don't really have that, you know. You in the car by yourself, you in the grocery store shopping, you really don't have co-workers. So being in a Facebook group, and I say Facebook more so because Facebook is more social. You know, Instagram and all that's just a more of, you can't really formulate community on Instagram, you know. You really can't. You know, you have people who could look at your pictures and look at messages, and people could read messages on Twitter or go back and forth on Twitter. But Facebook is more like a means of communication, and it's a way of establishing co-workers, but they just virtual in a way. And I've been on Facebook with Facebook groups, communicating back and forth and commenting. It gets to a point where it's like you almost know some of these people, and you know, you could probably form a meetup group. But who wants to pay for Meetup? You know, when you have Meetup.com, you have to pay $100-something a month, and you know, plan where you want to meet, plan which restaurant you want to go to, or if you have it at somebody's house, you know, have you know, spend money on desserts and food, or have people put, you know, say, oh, just bring something. You know, I would love to do a meetup group with Instacart shoppers and the other, you know, even YouTube. You know, I would love to do a meetup group one day. You know, and there's a lot of YouTubers do meetup groups. But Facebook is the ultimate social meeting, and it's really good for having people come together, even though it's on a phone or an app. it's really a way of having co-workers when you don't have co-workers, in a sense. So you have to use it in, Facebook, especially with these with these independent gigs and 1099 jobs. It's good to have people come together, share ideas, not spamming, not try to promote some code, and you getting, but just let it be a genuine social media to meet other people in a virtual sense and exchange ideas. Social media should not be used for you to kick somebody down or tell somebody about they need to be, they don't need to get no hours and trying to fire somebody, from their economy job or gig economy job over some hearsay or what somebody else said, and they so happen to be your friend. That's crazy. People been doing that lately in the group, and this other group in Instacart National Group. Man, those people are so negative on that Facebook group, Instacart National Group. It's like they be off the chain sometimes, but I mean, a lot of it is legitimate complaints. Some of them had legitimate gripes, but god dang, I need to go to McDonald's because I'm hungry. I am starving. Whew. I know I could. No, I don't want to eat Chick-fil-A. Not a chicken biscuit today. I'm gonna get my free coupon today with Chick-fil-A. But I do work 2 zones today. I'll be working in Suwanee coming until 7 o'clock, and then 7:30 I gotta be in the Lawrenceville zone, which is not that far. All I have to do is drive down Sugarloaf, and then I'll be in that zone. And then I'm supposed to do that from 7:30 to 10. But I don't think I'm gonna get any orders between those hours. I may get one. I may be fortunate to get one. I don't know what I'm gonna get today. It's Thursday. Yesterday I only had 3 orders. I don't know. It may not be busy today. It may be slow. I'm gonna have to see. But yeah, so YouTube is another social media gathering as well. A lot of people, subscribers. I have my 212 subscribers. You have been offered a batch at 5. Man, I was about to eat something for breakfast. I get something from Publix. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I'm going to McDonald's first. Okay, move out the way, please. Dang, make a wide turn and then alright, I got an order at the Publix on Buford Highway, which is not far. But let me tell you, for 4 items, and then it looks like I'm going to a company, Horizon something, whatever. It better not be water. It better not be cases of whatever. It better not be no big, huge stuff or whatever. Because when I'm going to a business, it better be a couple of hot dogs and some little stuff. 4 items. I swear, if it's water, if it's cases of something, I'm gonna ask for my tip right off the bat. But first, I'm gonna go to this McDonald's and get my breakfast sandwich. Inside. I don't know why people want to go to the drive-thru. It takes all Yeah, but that's all I want to say about that. About the Facebook groups and establishing a form of network and looking at the network groups as well, looking at Facebook groups for these different gig economy jobs. Look at that as an extension of co-workers in a sense, and being helpful, not put somebody down and complaining about somebody got hours and you didn't get no hours, and telling lies, because that's a lie. Ain't nobody dropped nobody groceries on no sidewalk. That's all I gotta say about that. That's so dumb of me. I get out the car and didn't even turn off the engine. Ugh. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in a few.